Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play LSD. I'm the greatest, I'm fantastic, and whenever there is danger, I'll be there. I'm the ace, I'm amazing, I'm the strongest, I'm the quickest, I'm the best. I'm terrific, I'm magnificent, I'm the greatest secret agent in the world, I'm the fastest, I'm the greatest, I'm the best. And that was a Danger Mouse joke, just so as you know. In our last episode, absolutely nothing happened apparently. I mean, you saw that true neutral ending. I refuse to believe that having spent as much time in the dream world as I did, that the ending didn't actually move anyway. Are you going to spawn for me there, man in room? No, you are not. Alright, let's go see what else is up. Alright, let's go and get stuck on the wall and link or something. But hey, at least we got some music out of it, am I right? Music that seems oddly out of place now that the violence district has started looking all cheerful and technicolor. What on earth is that? Oh, that's a pile of dead bodies. Right. Okay, I'm going to call do-over on what I just said and say that the violence district is kind of horrifying. Hey, can of Coke. What's up? Do you do anything? I don't believe you do. No? Okay, let's push on. Let's not push on that way, because I always go that way. Let's go this way. See what there is to see. Hi? Okay, there's not meant to be a second can of Coke out here, you guys. These events are meant to occur once, and only once! Seriously, subroutines these days. Which kind of reminds me, I picked up a gift for my friend's baby for Christmas. Like, little dress thing. The thing is, the kid's already grown to the extent that she'll fit into it now. So, I send it to the family now, along with a note that asks if timetables mean nothing to these guys, because seriously, they are ruining my spreadsheets. I don't really have spreadsheets, you guys. And I don't know why I feel the need to clarify that. I suppose because I seem like the kind of geeky person who would keep spreadsheets like that. Anyway, it occurs to me I've never been down here, so let's do that. Oh, and I immediately find something. Pretty great. Right, what are you? Are you hopscotch? You're glitchy, whatever you are. Thank you, wacky polygon tiling. That actually kind of looks like a bit of a penis from one angle. Oh, I know what that could be. It could be, like, you know the chalk outlines around bullet casings that Hollywood thinks policemen draw near GSW victims because it totally doesn't contaminate the scene of the crime? Kind of makes sense that it'd be there. I mean, there's two instances of one NPC that will shoot and kill you in this map, so I suppose it makes sense they'd have highlighted bullet cases. If that is what that is. It could just be 4 circles, you know? And I don't think anything particularly spooky is going to happen here, so let's push on, see if I can find myself a muse. At least we have music. But is that how you're going to play me, game? I ask for a muse, and you send me to the least inspired map in the whole game. There is nothing to do here, except for leave. It's kind of like that one joke. What do you do at work all day? Well, I check to see if it's 8:30 yet. Oh, very funny, game. I work hard to get out the violence district because I don't like your taste in map selection, and you send me back. Except now, I'm gonna die if I stick around too long. Or if I push the directional pad? That's new. Okay, so, yeah, when you spawn up in the air like that, the game will automatically throw you to the ground and wake you up. Or you can move, which will drop you to the ground and wake you up. You're not meant to reset the Y-axis and then walk along the ground like this. I'm sure I mentioned it in another video, thus reaffirming my suggestion that I'm in a warp bubble that's slightly out of phase. There are parts of this game that ignore your position on the Y-axis. Namely in the pagoda, because if the grey man is on the bottom floor but you're on the top floor, you can still walk into him, as it were, and he'll do, you know, whatever it is that he does screw up the random number generator, reset the progression through the dream chart or whatever. Is that AC unit new? I'm pretty sure it isn't. I'm just not used to seeing it. Especially now since it's bright pink. Paying attention to the game that you're playing. It's good for you. And... do you know? I think I'm going to go to the pier at the back of this little car park thing here. See if we can see that little UFO or whatever it was we found in the first issue. Wait, issue? Episode! Man, I've been doing this for like 3 years. I'd better know what I'm doing already, or... oh, yeah, I could just abruptly wake up. Oh. Mean. Mean, game. Mean. It's nice you gave me a new square, but you couldn't have covered his other eye, could you? Unlocked a slideshow, a bunch of other bonus content. You suck! And... okay, I'm going to call science on this one, if such a thing can be said to be done in an episode of LSD. I'm going to jump down this pit, see what effect it has on the dream. Sort of a preview for what I'm going to be doing the next time I come to do one of this. Huh. Same result as before. Kind of makes sense since we didn't really do anything to change the game variables. But no, next time I come to record a run of this, I'm going to throw myself down pits the first chance I get, every time, just to see what happens. And... what? Oh, it's India! Again, go for it. India by night, apparently, because I can't see Jack. So I'm just going to go this way, and just plow into whatever it is that I find, and just go wherever. Isn't this Violence District music? I'm not... oh, apparently not. And apparently I don't get a say in what I do anyways because the imp decides it's going to fly at me. Okay. Now see, this is one of the scariest things in video games to me. Inanimate stuff becoming animate. Like, there's a couple places in Silent Hill Shattered Memories when you're talking to somebody and they freeze over. Like, literally freeze, they become encased in ice. And it would be the scariest thing to me if they then began getting up and walking around. It's a bit like... what's it? New Vegas. New Vegas doesn't know how to keep dead NPCs dead. There's one of the casinos where I was speaking to a waitress at the bar, and all it did was give a sobering description of how apparently she was nothing more than a pile of bloody hunks on a table somewhere. There's also this one encampment where if you fast travel there, then all the corpses get up and turn as one and begin to attack you. Like, instead of the cazadores, they attack you instead. What's this? Whoa! Okay, not entirely sure how I managed to screw up that badly. Triangle and L1 are the same button, right? I'm gonna need to put the controller down after this episode. Yeah, I thought I saw those alien faces. And they're hovering on gelatinous cube UFO thingies. I told you this thing was all about aliens. Aliens, all the way down. And now I choose to ignore that clearly apparent and entirely correct train of thought and move along to find something else. Maybe there's some more writing on the ground that I never saw before. I don't think there's anything in the book about seeing writing on the floor. So... I don't know, that one must have come about while making the level. Or it's an entry they excluded or whatever. I've got to say, I love that kind of thing. Hiding sprites and messages inside things that most people will just walk right past without a second thought. And that guy doesn't have the face that I'd like it to have, but I'm going to stick about to see what happens when it reaches a corner. Nothing good, I'd wager. But no, I love hiding stuff inside other stuff. Like, for my dissertation, I made a game that was meant to teach history to kids, right? You do it by finding stuff in a modern dig site, going back in time to a Viking settlement and showing the stuff you found to the Vikings so they could identify it. and it totally wasn't a C-sharp version of Arc Adventure for the Acorn 2. Shut up. Anyways, it was set up in such a way that the old settlement was set up like a clock face with the 12 major points, while the modern town had a digital clock readout. Both of which are doubly relevant because clocks! Time travel! Brilliant! And that was pretty awkward turning, but it was turning. I honestly did not expect that to happen. I was expecting it to run off the rails and through the wall. I wonder what happens if we follow it all the way through the track to hit that juggernaut at the end. I don't want to stick about, so I'm going to go find something else. Something else like waking up, apparently. I wonder if that's related to being near something I didn't see yet. Or, you know, whether it's just the end of the dream. I have absolutely no idea. What are we at, 10 minutes? Yeah, let's go again. And I brace myself before picking another topic to talk about, because it could be something weird. Oh, and it's a story. This one is about a bunch of lions pulling out gas mains and eating them. Now see, I wonder if this is why there are lions in the overworld. Well, the natural world, I should say. I don't recall that lions really turn up in the accompanying book outside of that one story. The story we just saw, rather. Because, I mean, you probably don't have a copy of the book. I wonder how well a dream diary would sell. Not like a DIY one or anything like that, but like a published version of someone's dream diaries. And why, yes, I do mean mine. What made you ask? But, nah. See, I've always been a big fan of the business model where I get a lot of money for expending minimal effort. Now's the age when it's possible to do things like that, so why not try? Especially if I can get paid for sleeping for several years. That'd be awesome! Though I suppose it would sell more if I had some sort of tragic backstory, like, you know, the dream diary of an insane man who killed himself, or whatever, but doing that would probably stop any prospects of publishing a sequel or something, huh? Do you know what else I would like to see published? This is actually something I've been wondering about for some time now. I would like to see a book of people's suicide notes. And I will happily admit that it is a really morbid topic. And it could be, well, incredibly insensitive if you did it the wrong way. But I reckon it'd be an interesting book, because, like, you've got to have a very specific mindset to take your life. And it would be interesting to see what the last thing is that people think when they know they're about to die. Oh, of course, I do fear a massive, massive karmic backlash if ever I do that. And do you know what? I wrote a story to that end. Hello, sleeping woman. Those are some pretty funky bed sheets. I would like to steal those for myself. But no, I reckon that karma would come back and just destroy me if ever I were to publish a book of suicide notes. And to that end, I wrote a story about it. And the punchline is the last note in the book was that of the publisher for being such a terrible person. You got anything for me? No, you don't. Ah, well. Do you know what? I need to write more. But I need to be in the right kind of mindset to do it, because I am a perfectionist, and I will happily scrap an entire story because I get to a point where there's a subpar sentence, or I feel that something, anything, has gone slightly wrong. So, I mean, I've got like 10 short stories at various stages of completion, and I don't know. I don't think any of them will ever see the light of day, unless I can find some kind of muse to help me finish them. Which is a shame, really, because I like my creative side, you know? I like being able to look at the things that I have written and the things I have made. I like to think of the worlds that I've got cobbled together in my head, or whatever. And I'm sure I've mentioned it in one of these videos, I don't really remember. One of the reasons that I put off starting these videos was I was worried about disappointing people when I eventually stop. But with that said, it was better to produce however much entertainment and stop than to never start. It's just a shame that I didn't start this when I was When I wanted to start it, because then it'd be fresh and new and not everyone in the world was doing it, and you could find a game that hadn't been played to death. And I'm pretty sure before I mentioned that thing was a dragon, but to look at it, I think it's a woman. Either way, it doesn't matter because I can't link with it. And these guys... I'd like to show you this. This ties into my theory that this is all aliens. Right, check out this guy's face. Let's put a bit of distance between us. And there you go, check that out. That is not the face of Buddha. That is an alien. Tell me it isn't. And you can't, can you? You can't. Hello, bizarre India. I don't know, I'm still not entirely comfortable with that particular face right there. I want to say that it's racist, even though that sort of thing is still moderately okay in Japan. Ah, whatever. Okay, let's take some bets, everybody. When I walk, will I fall, or will I keep going? Let's find out. Well, that's that. This is weird, man. It's like... I know I tend to get a little bit on edge during the violence district, but being all bright and technical like this, it looks a lot like the Smarties factory. And I know exactly what the Smarties factory looks like, because I have played the Smarties platforming game. Wasn't as horrible as I thought it was going to be, but even then it's still a game from Grandma, so you know how that's gonna go. And now I'm gonna go. So, until next time, goodbye.